everyone. Thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Aaron Porras here with ILTV's Morning Briefing. The Israeli Knesset has just approved of changes to the Public Broadcasting Authority, ending a year-long battle that almost resulted in early elections. The vote came hours after the Israeli Broadcasting Association, or I.B.A. radio station, was abruptly taken off the air following 81 years of service. Just yesterday, the I.B.A.'s Channel 1 was taken off the air midway through its Mabat nightly news broadcast, with only 2 hours' notice before being told that they were closing. Under the new changes, the I.B.A. will be reformatted into a new publicly funded institution known as Kan. However, the news desk will be a separate entity, giving the government increased editorial control over news content. Finance Minister Moshe Kahlon had long championed the changes, but believed that the government should exert minimal editorial control over the new station. However, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insisted that the government retain its hold over the news desk, in alleged fears that it would be overtly critical of his government. The IDF is now accusing the Israeli human rights organization B'Tselem of manufacturing an incident. In a video filmed last month, a Palestinian photographer and 2 others approached an IDF officer and his soldiers, leading to a verbal altercation that ended in the Palestinian photographer being beaten and detained for refusing to stop filming. When told to go home, the Palestinian man replied that this is his home. At no point during the short clip is there footage of the soldier being attacked, however the soldier can still be heard cocking their weapons. In a Facebook post published yesterday, IDF spokesperson and head of the Manpower Directorate, Major General Moti Almoz, wrote that, quote, "There's a difference between filming an event as it happens and manufacturing an event by arriving somewhere with a camera," end quote. He added that, quote, "You largely choose the latter option and cause friction that didn't exist beforehand," end quote. In response, B'Tselem released a statement saying that, "We'll clarify for the spokesperson that the Palestinians aren't arriving somewhere with a camera but live there on their land." B'Tselem documents the Israeli occupation of the West Bank through a network of volunteer Palestinian photographers and videographers who live in the region. While the group is often heavily criticized by the Israeli government, the reports have frequently been used by the IDF Advocate General and the police to investigate alleged abuses against Palestinians in the occupied territories. Despite being used by the IDF, however, the group has said it will stop doing so freely, citing a lack of faith in the system. Rather, B'Tselem will continue to comply with court orders and official information requests to hand over any videos that Israeli security forces may request. 3 ships from the Indian Navy have just docked into the Israeli waters of Haifa for 3 days of exercises, excursions, and meetings with representatives from the Israeli naval counterparts. The recent visit by the Indian Navy's Western Fleet is to celebrate the 25th anniversary of ties between Israel and the South Asian nation. In addition, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be arriving in Israel shortly for a visit to honor the occasion. Israel and India share very similar naval concerns, especially from the threat of terrorist attacks from the sea, and both navies want to retain order in the nearby open waters. Through the years, the 2 nations even teamed up to create the Barak 8 air missile defense system, which can be installed on ships or used on land. The number of anti-Semitic attacks in Montreal, Canada have skyrocketed in 2016, rising by 26% over the previous year. B'nai B'rith Canada recorded 1,728 reported incidents nationwide in 2016, compared to 1,277 in 2015. The audit reports that the possible reason for this increase could have come from the recent Holocaust denial on social media and the increase on university campuses publishing anti-Zionism and anti-Israel segments in some Arabic newspapers. B'nai B'rith Canada CEO Michael Mostyn is concerned with these finds, as anti-Semitism now has reached a record high in this area. Mostyn feels there must be action taken to prevent any more incidents that will be harmful to the Jewish community. Frequent flyers get ready, because Israel's El Al Airlines have just made their flights a lot more comfortable. After winning a gold medal in the Innovation Amenity category in the Travel Plus Innovation competition held in Germany, the wearable blanket allows El Al passengers to stay cozy with their hands free during the long and typically uncomfortable flights. The blanket has openings for the hands and head, which helps it stay on when sitting or sleeping upright. The blanket was created by Israeli design firm Lily Design, founded by Idan Neuberg and Gal Bulka. The duo submitted the blanket design while participating in the Cockpit by El Al Accelerator program, designed to catalyze startups and new technological innovations in the aviation industry. Lily Designs has also created a line of airline pajamas and airline trays for El Al, among other items. Not to mention the customizable and fun popcorn bowl, She Popco. All these amazing products and more are available on Lily Design's website, but the pajamas and blankets can already be found en route during your next El Al flight. That's all for now. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.